Hello and welcome to Voyageurs National Park here in northern Minnesota. This is where me and my family are staying for the 9 days of our vacation. We're living out the Voyageurs life with a few more modern amenities and technologies, but this is where we're at, and I'm going to give you a tour of our campsite. First, we're starting off at our dock. We have our Clothesline or Sportfish, which is the vessel we use to get here. Because Voyageurs is a boat-in only campsite, you need a boat to get here. So our trailer is many miles back at the boat launch, and we use the boat to get here. So after we park our boat on our dock, we move on past the dock up into the campsite. Rounding this corner, you can see we're entering basically our main living space while we're here. Right here is a bear box. Every campsite has 2 bear boxes. This is the first one, and we use it as our kitchen area. This is our propane stovetop, which is pretty much a camping essential. It is just a 2-burner stovetop that we hook up with our propane. We also have a pretty decently sized grill, which isn't really an essential, but we cook a lot of food on here, so that's nice to have. This is like our countertop and our kitchen area. And our bear boxes, these are locked so no bears can get in. We keep our cooler and kind of our bin full of the dry foods like breads and stuff like that, so that if a bear were to come here, it can't eat all of our stuff, and it probably will deter them from staying. All right, moving past the kitchen and bear box, we have our living room and our fire pit. Another camping essential is to have some camp chairs. Each of us have these nice camp chairs we got from Costco. They work very well, and they have a little side table next to them for our drinks and food and stuff. We also have a little table here just for more space. And this is where we make all of our fires and do a lot of our other cooking, is in our fire pit. And we have a nice rock that we like to split wood on right there, hold our pudgy pie irons, stuff kind of that. If you move out of the living room into our other storage kind of area, we have this tarp here that we put up every year. Now the tarp has a couple good benefits. It keeps the rain out if it were to rain. It keeps the sun out, so it gives it some shade. And that's where we leave the picnic table, just to kind of put some stuff. We have, various things like games. We put our clothes up there. I got my backpack up there. And behind that is another bear box where we keep kind of some other snacks and stuff like that while we're here. So next on the tour is my parents' tent. This is where they will be sleeping all 9 nights. It is a Gazelle T4 tent, and it is the first time we've brought the Gazelle tents up to Voyageurs, and we have 2 of them this year. So this is the first tent pad with my parents' tent on it. And then back in the distance back here is where my brother and I will be sleeping. This is a Gazelle T3X tent. It's a 3-person tent. Me, my brother, and our dog Ginger. We'll spend all 9 nights in this tent. And yeah, it does pretty well. Moving on past the tent, we have this good view of the lake. With the view of the lake, we have 3 hammocks set up where my brother and my dad are lounging. We like to stack them double high because we think we're cool. And it's a great place to read a book, watch, the waves, watch boaters, or just enjoy nature in peace. So moving back up to the main part of the campsite. The question everyone is wondering is, where do you go to the bathroom? Well, every campsite here in Voyageurs National Park does have a toilet on it. It's not the best toilet. It's not your home toilet. But I'll show you ours. It's kind of a hike, so let's get a walking. All right, so here we are approaching our privy, is I think the technical term for it. It is just a nice toilet. We have a nice rock, and that's about it. Flip it up. Do your business and close it. It's a big tank under there. Every once in a while the rangers come down, put some stuff in there that kind of decomposes it and I guess does whatever toilet stuff does. But that is where you get to go to the bathroom, bring your own toilet paper, and go wash your hands at the lake when you're done. So we'll go back to the campsite and I'll show you a couple more things there. So here's the back of our tarp, where we also double kind of as our clothesline right here. We get a lot of towels wet because we do a lot of swimming. So we hang up a lot of our towels and clothes and stuff like that as they get wet. And when we need to dry off the dog, we also hang up our towel. So there are 2 more spots on our own private island that we like to enjoy and hang out at, mostly when we eat dinner. The first spot we call is the lower verandai, and it's right past our tent in the hammock, and I'll show you it right now. And out down in here, we get a good view of the lake. We got some rocks. We can set up our chairs in the background and get a good lunch, dinner, whatever meal it is we're eating, and look out at the sunset, which is right over those trees right there. All right, the last spot I'm gonna show you is where we also really like to eat our dinner. We like to call it the rock because it's just a big old rock. And that is on the other side of our island. It is a nice point. So let's go explore the rock. So from the main part of our campsite, the rock is kind of a little bit of a walk, but it's totally worth it for all the views you get to see and all the fresh air you get to feel while you're sitting out there eating your meal. So here we are stepping out onto our rock. Down there is where we love to eat our meals and set up some chairs. So you can get a really good view up here. A lot to see and a lot to take in. And this is truly why we love to stay here, because it's so beautiful and so nice just to be out in nature, get some fresh air, hear the water lapping, see some houseboats in the background strolling through, enjoying their vacation as well. And that is it. This is where we wrap up our tour. That is our entire island that we stay at in Voyageurs National Park. We're here for 9 nights. It is a trek. We've got it down to a science. We got 2 coolers, keep them in the bear boxes. We got good tents, good sleeping arrangements, and we got it all figured out. So thanks for watching. If you want to see how we live and what we do here in Voyageurs National Park, I got a whole lot more videos coming out for that. So check them out, and I'll see you guys on the next Voyageurs trip.